Hi, Angela Wolf here, and we are in the last part of our sew along. Right now I have the hem, and I'm running it through the serger to get rid of all of those frayed edges. If you don't have a serger, don't worry, you could just run it through and put a regular stitch on it, but this just makes it easier. It's nice and clean. All right, now I'm gonna go to the sewing machine, and I'm just gonna go through part of this hem, because you can do the whole thing. But the hard part is getting around this curve and making sure that the hem looks nice. So I'm just gonna tuck this up one time. Now I could press it first if I want to, but I'm just gonna run it through with the sewing machine first. And what I'm using is that serged edge as my guide. So let's just go ahead and stitch. I'm using a stitch length of 3.5, which is a really good for top stitching. And notice I'm just finger pressing this edge. So I'm stitching right on the edge of that serge. And I'm gonna go around this curve. Now one thing, I'm just using one of the shirts that I was using. This seam here should be pressed towards the back, so just ignore that little error right there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna stop about right here. So again, my hem has this curve, maybe yours doesn't. You can add the curve too if you'd like to, but this is very common on a jean shirt, okay? So that's what we have. Now I could go press it again, but now I'm just gonna fold this up and press one more time. Now this area is very thick, so I will probably hammer that first. I'm just gonna sew it for now, but if I was at home, I would hammer this and make it nice and tight. If you're having a problem getting through your sewing machine though, make sure that you go hammer that. And maybe for the first couple of stitches, I'm gonna lift up, push in my black foot there, which keeps that nice and level over this hump. So you have to imagine, we've got 3 layers of interfacing and 2 layers of fabric. So I'm just gonna use the hand wheel just to get by that. I'm sure this machine can plow through that, but you never know. All right, and now let's get down to the other side, and I'm just gonna stitch. Now I used white thread here just so you could see it on the inside, but on that first stitch, nobody's gonna see that, so I probably would use a blue though, just so you can't see it. That was just to hold that in place. It just makes it easier. And now what I'm doing is this is the stitch that is going to show on the right side. I'm gonna go around the edge. Now this, I could stitch from the right side as well, or the wrong side. It really doesn't matter, but if your stitch does not look as good on both sides, then you're gonna have to stitch this from the front of the garment so it matches, because this is a decorative stitch. And I'm gonna get around a little bit further here, and then we're gonna go press. So I'm just doing part of this hem to show you. Okay. And this is what I have. This is what it looks like from this side, and then from this side I have a nice hem. So let's go press this. All right, up here, I'm just gonna give this a nice, use a little steam, use my tailor's clapper. And this will also prevent the hem from rolling up. All right. So there's your hem that goes all the way around the shirt. The other thing that I want to talk about, now you would do the hem all the way across the bottom. And if you were using just a straight hem without the curve, you would do the same thing. Now the last thing I usually do is open my buttonholes. And the last thing I do is open my buttonholes, but if your fabric, has a tendency to fray, just use a liquid adhesive and put it on the back, let it dry, and then cut your buttonholes. And I use this little cutting tool to just slice right into those buttonholes. It's much safer than using scissors or a seam ripper. And there we go. So our sew along is finished. So let's go back to the dress. We went through all of the steps. We sewed together the placket with interfacing, we added buttons, buttonholes, we did the collar band. Don't forget, if you got lost on any of these steps, you can download it on the website of everything that I did. All the tools I used, you don't have to worry if I talk too fast. And then we went into the cuffs, we added some beautiful buttons, and I actually did some top stitching on the side here. You can have a lot of fun with this. I did top stitching up through here. Another thing I want to point out is, depending on your shirt dress, you're going to want to make a lot of these, but you might want to add darts, you can add pockets, belt loops. You can have so much fun with this. So the shirt dress is finished. I have the pink one already cut out, and I think I'm gonna move on to that one next.